So we are going to discuss today employment practices with special reference to European Union. Yesterday, in the previous lecture, we discussed the employment practices, human resource management with special reference to Japanese culture. Today, we are going to discuss the European Union culture. In the next video or in the next lecture, we will discuss about the US culture, human resource practices with the US culture and Great Britain culture. Then this is to start with European Union's human resource management in European Union. To start with the introduction, employees' understanding of work, their approach to it, and the way they expect to be treated are factors more directly influenced by the value and norms of their country. Understanding the human resource practice and country culture, European Union labor law covers two main areas. What are that main areas? Working conditions means working hours, which is part-time and fixed term work, posting of works, information and consulting works about collective redundancies, transfer of companies, etc. As we have discussed in earlier lecture, certainly if we are talking about the Indian economy and Indian culture, the labor laws and the working condition of in, Indians Indian economy will be affected with the culture of Indian civilization. The rules and regulations which we will implement on the in the Indian situation, even in India, the rules and regulations and working conditions are much more different in south than the north. Sometimes the cultural aspects also have the environmental effect while managing the working conditions. Since in April, you can understand the snowfall in eastern North India, such as in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, in Uttarakhand, are different. The environmental conditions are different, and the south is suffering from the heat stroke. Then these are the aspects while managing the human resource in these two different areas. We have to keep in the mind all these aspects also: livelihood, living tendencies, and their living style, living behavior, fooding behavior, and their societal behavior also have the impact and while managing the human resource. So, in European Union, whatever the labor laws are covered by working conditions which are affected by the local environment and the informing and consulting workers. Among the various human resource management employment practice deserves particular attention. In recent years, organizations around the world have increasingly utilized flexible employment practices to reduce labor cost, increase market share, increase employee retention, and attract a desirable human resources pool. The European Union aims to promote social progress and improve the living and working conditions of the people of Europe. C. The preamble of the Treaty on the Functioning of the European Union. As you know, European Union is a group of the states of the European countries. So there is a preamble which governs all the rules and regulations. So the labor laws are also governed by that preamble or treaty which are made by between the among the European Union countries. As regard labor law, the European Union complements policy initiatives taken by individual European Union countries by setting minimum standards. In accordance with the treaty, particularly Article 153, it adopts law directives that set minimum requirement for working employment conditions. What are the that important context under which the human resource management is governed under the European Union? Introduction of European Common Market means an increasing international competitive pressure faced by European firms. This makes the increased use of flexible employment practice a salient issue. European organizations exhibit distinctive national pattern in their human resource management practices, and the countries exhibit wide variations in their cultures. This provides us the opportunity for examining cultural differences. Now, employment practice in European Union. Flexible employment practices basically include work pattern other than the standard 8-hour a day job for a working day in a year. As you know, this 8-hour a day job is applicable in India as well as yesterday when we were talking about the Japan and other countries of the world. This is an standard, and sometimes there is a weekend in many countries, but some countries have implemented 5 days working. In that condition, some countries have increased the working hours from 8 hours to 9 hours, but they are having only 5 days working. But in many countries, even in developed countries, they are having only 8-hour a day job. Still, they are following the 5 days working, means in a week, they are giving 2 days off. Some of these have been used for several years, temp as it is for temporary work as well as for the telework for both practices. There are flexible practices in the European Union countries such as part-time work, contract work, shift work, telework, and temporary work. As you know, as you know, today in this pandemic situation, we are working from home. Some companies are working on the telework system. Even in European countries, telework system has been followed for the temporary work. Flexible employment practices and country culture are there are certain issues such as number one, uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance is defined as the extent to which the members of a culture feel threatened by uncertain or unknown and ambiguous situations. You can find this situation in Hofstede model, which was given in 1991 among European countries. High uncertainty avoidance, which was known as uh, Belgium, France, and Turkey. Are you getting my voice? There was a fluctuation in net. Low uncertainty avoidance, Denmark, Sweden, and Ireland. Second is power distance. Power distance is the extent to which the less powerful members of organizations expect and accept that power is distributed unequally. Power distance influences centralization, participation, leadership style, and use of status symbols. Among European countries, Hofstede found there two dimensions. One was high power distance countries, which was applicable in Turkey, Belgium, and France, and low power distance countries, which was applicable in Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. Then you can go through the Hofstede model, which was given in 1991. Individualism, individual collectivism. Two aspects are different. Individualism is different thing and collectivism is different thing. Individualism related to societies in which the people seek and protect their own interest over the common goal of the society, while as collectivism related to societies in which people from birth onwards are integrated into strong, cohesive in groups. Among European countries, Hofstede 1991 found high individual countries are Great Britain, Italy, and Belgium, and high collectivism countries are Turkey, Finland, and Switzerland. Fourth is masculinity, femininity. The masculinity are associated with greater importance attached to earnings, recognition, advancement, and challenging work, while as the femininity dimensions are associated with good relationship with supervisor, cooperation, quality of life, and employment security. Among European countries, Hofstede found that high masculinity countries are Italy, Switzerland, and Great Britain, while as low masculinity countries are Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. This was all for the today's lecture. We will discuss in the next lecture the human resource management practices in Great Britain and United States of America in the next lecture. Thank you very much for today's lecture.